Is the truth out there, or is it already here? Under lock and key inside the deepest, darkest rooms of the government buildings of our world, crop circles, conspiracies, and close encounters, we are about to answer the question, are aliens real? In June of 2023, decorated combat veteran and United States Air Force intelligence officer David Grusch came forward with shocking claims that had the entire world sitting up and taking notice. Under oath, Grusch revealed that the United States government is in possession of multiple alien spacecraft. Not only are they in possession of these, but they also run a highly secretive UFO retrieval program. As far as the crafts themselves, Grusch shared that they were most certainly of non-human origin, and some were the size of a football field. Grusch's words delivered astonishing insight into what possibly goes on behind tightly closed doors. He was seemingly confirming not only the existence of intelligent life from beyond our planet, but that the United States government were well aware of it, and had gone to great lengths to keep it secret from the world. When asked if any of the alleged crashed alien crafts came complete with alien life forms inside, Grusch responded, "Biologics came with some of these recoveries, yes." Essentially, according to Grusch, the United States government is in possession of deceased alien life forms. This bombshell was akin to something from an episode of The X-Files, except this was real life, and David Grusch is very much a respected military veteran, one with seemingly little reason to fabricate an outlandish story about UFOs and their otherworldly pilots. Whether the aliens recovered from the crash sites share similarities with humans, or they appear to us as little green men with oversized heads and deep black eyes, is completely unknown at this time. Grusch has never actually seen the evidence with his own eyes. He's simply the man with the whistle in hand. His claims aren't the only extraterrestrial evidence of 2023 though, and the next case is one that allowed the world to see the alien life forms up close and personal. In September of 2023, journalist and ufologist Jaime Maussan unveiled the unthinkable before the Mexican Congress: the complete bodies of two non-human beings. These mummified corpses, believed to be approximately 1,000 years old, were discovered inside a mine in Peru. Maussan shared that the beings are believed to be extraterrestrial, and that as much as 1/3 of their DNA is of unknown origin. Do we finally have proof that we are not alone in the universe? If Jaime Maussan's mummified aliens are the genuine interstellar article, and they are in fact 1,000 years old, that would indicate that extraterrestrial life on Earth is nothing new, and therefore, there must be more evidence out there. During Grusch's revelations in mid-2023, he remarked on the existence of a non-human craft discovered in Italy back in 1933. This means that multiple governments have been keeping the UFO secrets under lock and key for longer than we might have imagined. In the past 100 years or so, there has been an abundance of incidents that have nudged us closer to understanding and accepting the existence of alien life. In 1947, just a few years removed from World War II, what is widely cited as the first well-known UFO sighting occurred. This is where the legend of the flying saucer began. A businessman and pilot named Kenneth Arnold was flying his plane near Mount Rainier in Washington. Whilst in the air, he spotted 9 high-speed objects, each one moving at a speed that he estimated to be several thousand miles per hour. When telling his tale upon returning to the ground, Arnold remarked that the UFOs moved like saucers skipping on the water. He never said they were shaped like saucers. Only this didn't stop a local news report from printing an article describing the UFOs as saucer-shaped. The flying saucer was born in the minds of millions, and it didn't take long before another of these mysterious, unexplainable objects made headlines in North America. 1 month after Kenneth Arnold's claims kickstarted what is commonly referred to as the flying disc craze of 1947, The 200-yard alleged remains of a UFO were found and photographed in Roswell, New Mexico. In the 50s and 60s, UFO sightings became a regular occurrence around the now iconic Area 51 in Nevada. Saucers in the sky gave way to rumors of Area 51 being the place for all things extraterrestrial. Word of underground experiments on alien life forms soon followed. The world was instantly fascinated with visitors from outer space, as well as with the idea of them being kept secret via a government cover-up. In an era long before the internet existed, such cover-ups were far more feasible. In 2004, military personnel aboard the USS Nimitz spotted and tracked multiple UFOs. These alleged spaceships were seen seamlessly shifting between flying at around 80,000 feet above sea level and hovering at 20,000 feet in seconds. A pilot actually managed to capture video footage of one of these UFOs, and even though grainy, decades-old footage, the possibility of this being a video of an alien spaceship remains both fascinating and terrifying. There are other videos and photos out there that may well depict spacecraft from other worlds. All are declassified and available for the public to view, but with each one come other earthly explanations, from malfunctioning equipment to cases of mistaken identity. It is almost impossible to determine where these mysterious objects truly originated. But what about the stories that are far more than just UFO sightings? What about the claims, the theories, surrounding actual alien contact? Specifically, alien abductions. They are perhaps the most infamous and controversial claims made where extraterrestrial beings are concerned. The 1960s gave rise to the term alien abduction, but there are reports of individuals experiencing close encounters that date back as far as the 1890s. In November of 1896, two men were interviewed by a Stockton, California newspaper after they claimed to have been harassed by three slender, humanoid creatures whose bodies were covered in fine hair. This was generations before science fiction helped aliens, as we know them best, to invade pop culture and take a stronghold on society. And as a result, the Stockton, California case was dismissed as a misinterpretation. In 1961, the general public were far more open to the idea of aliens coming down and swooping an unsuspecting abductee off their feet. 61 is the year of what is often called the Hill Abduction. On a September evening, Betty and Barney Hill were in the midst of a late-night drive home. They suddenly saw flashing lights in the black sky above. The lights approached their vehicle, and when close enough, Betty and Barney were able to spot a large alien spacecraft and the bipedal humanoid creature piloting it. The ship soon landed in a nearby field, and Barney, with the use of his binoculars, was able to observe somewhere between 8 and 11 alien creatures. Before Barney could make any more sense of what he was seeing, both he and Betty blacked out. They awakened 2 hours later, with no recollection of what happened between the spaceship's landing and them waking up. To make their story all the more convincing for the public, and unnerving for Betty and Barney, Betty woke up to stains and tears in her dress. Barney discovered that his new dress shoes were scraped, and the strap for his binoculars was broken. The couple underwent hypnosis sessions in order to retrieve their lost memories and determine the truth about what really happened. These were inconclusive, and just 8 years after the alleged abduction, Barney Hill died of a cerebral hemorrhage. He was just 46 years old. The abduction of Barney and Betty Hill remains one of the most significant alien abduction incidents in American history. But if the Hill story is to be believed, it must be done so without any cold, hard proof. Alien abductions like the one involving Betty and Barney Hill have also given rise to conspiracy theories. One of the more frightening ideas of recent times focuses on the missing Malaysian Airlines flight of 2014. On the 8th of March, flight MH370 took off from Kuala Lumpur International Airport, and around 38 minutes after takeoff, the The plane, along with the 239 people on board, seemingly vanished. There still exists no definitive conclusion as to what happened, but there are legions of people who firmly believe that MH370 was abducted by aliens. It's an undeniably outrageous idea, except given recent revelations. It's one that some people now find more compelling than ever before. Let's go back to the chilling claims made by David Grusch. There is no denying Grusch's credibility and accomplishments during his military career, but skeptics have rightly pointed out that while Grusch bravely came forward and made some truly stunning statements, he did so without any actual evidence to back them up. Grusch's claims were hearsay, stories possibly passed down to him like office water cooler talk. David Grusch has never seen the non-human spacecrafts, nor has he had contact with the alien lifeforms recovered at the crash sites. Grusch's claims made an undeniable bank, but as of today, we are yet to see the smoking gun. It could all simply be a story, one about as genuine as an episode of The X-Files that it shares so many similarities with. But what about the alien bodies presented in Mexico? It appears that the 1,000-year-old extraterrestrial corpses were of this world after all. The bodies brought forward during Jaime Maussan's shocking reveal were seemingly part of an elaborate hoax. Corpses made up of a bizarre mixture of both human and animal bones. Disturbingly, the 2023 claims were not first from Jaime Maussan. In 2015, Maussan revealed the mummified remains of an alien body. The truth was, the remains were that of a human child. In 2016, Maussan publicized the Metapec creature, an alleged alien life form found by a Mexican farmer. It turned out to be nothing more than a dead monkey with its skin removed. Horrific? Yes, but a light speed skip away from being proof that aliens exist. Given Maussan's highly questionable track record, it's a wonder that anyone took his 2023 claim seriously. But that raises another question. Is it our desperate yearning for answers about aliens that leaves us so susceptible to claims like the ones made by David Grusch or Jaime Maussan? As a social species, it is in our nature to seek companionship. A search for this beyond the stars was always inevitable. Life on Earth is by no means a miracle, and while there are an extensive number of variables needed in order for a planet to produce life such as ours, there are also an estimated 100 billion stars in our galaxy. Now, think about the estimated number of galaxies, which sits anywhere between 200 billion and 2 trillion. With a number this vast, there is every chance that another Earth exists somewhere out there. The odds are in our favor when it comes to intelligent life existing on another planet. The real problem we face is making contact. Let's go with the idea that aliens are out there, but given just how unfathomably massive the universe is, the odds now go against us, because the likelihood of intelligent life existing somewhere close enough for us to have meaningful contact is incredibly small. Aliens could very well be real. They are just too far away to let us know. That doesn't mean we should stop searching for them, though. Remember, there is much we still don't know about our place in the universe, and whether or not aliens are really out there is a question that for now remains unanswered. Thanks for watching, and unless you're an alien living life near a faraway star, you're gonna want to hit like and subscribe to our channel. Oh, and to continue your own outer space adventures, be sure to check out this video on the recently discovered planet that's perfect for housing intelligent life forms.